Programmer Spider is back with one another video. So now in this video I'm going to talk about transcoder AI. So now the main thing is that actually this video topic is not in the my recommendation list of the upcoming videos. But actually I was just reading blogs and I got some amazing information from that blog. So I'm making this video about this transcoder. So now just imagine if you are writing a code in Python language. Now the same code you want to convert into some other programming languages like Java and C++. So what you will do? Obviously you will just write a code with once again, because there are no, I think no code kind of the tool is available to exchange the code. Yes, you can convert Kotlin code into Java and Java into Kotlin, but you cannot convert Python code into C++ and Java and vice versa. So now Facebook researchers have developed one transcoder, which is a very simple, we can call it is AI, but actually yeah, obviously we all know it's using machine learning and machine learning in the backend. So now in this video I'm going to talk about implementation of the transcoder. So now transcoder is developed by Facebook research team. So guys, if you want to read the research paper, and here it is the link. So I will give you this GitHub link in the description. So from that you can read about the transcoder and how it is working. So now we are going to implement transcoder. Now you have two options. Yes, you can implement this transcoder in your local system. Otherwise you can implement it in Google Colab. So now Google Colab is the very easiest option to do it. Otherwise you can do it in your local system also. So here all the dependencies are mentioned. Just you need to install all the dependencies, and you can convert your Python code into C++ and Java code. So in this transcoder, three programming languages are supported: C++, Python and Java. So you can convert your code according to which code you want to convert. Like if you want to convert code like Java to C, C++, and C++ to Python. So here you can read all the things. So now let's implement this transcoder into Google Colab. So guys, don't worry about it. There is a one Google Colab file here. So here it is notebook. So let me refresh this to available files. So I'm going to explain how you can run this. So guys, you don't need to do just anything, just you have to follow some instruction. So first of all, let me see which version of the Python this Jupyter notebook is using. So in the column we are using 3.6.9, it is by default. Now according to this readme file, we need to install some libraries like 6 and this another library. So let's install all the requirements by one. So just we are using pip. So let install this requirement also. Now you can see this is asking for you must restart the runtime in order to use newly version. Guys, you don't need to do it. It is working fine. Okay, so now this transcoder require one actually it is based using CLang library, means C language library backend in the backend. So it is asking for one Linux file which is called libc language, and this is the version and .so file. Okay, so obviously in Windows user we doesn't have this kind of the file. So what you can do, you can download for this file from the Google Colab via just simply right click on and download it. Then after getting this file into your Windows, you can simply use it, but you need to download the file from the Colab. If you are a Linux user, then don't worry, obviously you will have this file in your Linux system. Okay, so now let me run this. Okay, so now running is complete. Now it's time to install another requirement like fastbp. So now fastbp is git cloned here. So now we need to go to that directory. So os.chdr fastbp. After that we need to install the that setup of the fastbp. So python.setup.py install. So for in your local system you need to have Microsoft Visual Studio C++ build tools. Otherwise it will give you the error. Now let back to the main working directory. So we are using os.chdr and then double dot, it will it will give send back to your main working directory. Now actually we are in this transcoder we are using PyTorch as a backend. So in normally we are using TensorFlow and Keras, but in this we are using the PyTorch. So that's why we are using NVIDIA Apex here. Sorry for that backend noise. Actually, it was my channel introduction, so which I have recently uploaded. So that's why it's making noise. So first of all, let me mute this. Okay, sorry for disturbance. Now we need to install this module. So first of all, we need to git clone this NVIDIA Apex. After that, we are going to this os.chdr into Apex directory, and we will install Apex module. So now our installation will be done in around 1 minute. So until that I am just showing you my some of the videos and playlist. So guys, if you are a first viewer of this video, means if you are first visitor of my YouTube channel, then just visit my channel at once and just hit the red subscribe button, because I am uploading videos regarding to Python, machine learning, OpenCV, deep learning, and many more technologies into this channel. So there are lots of ready-made projects and tutorial. If you are a college student or if you want some internship project, then you will get lots of project tutorials and code here in this channel. You can see there are lots of videos and playlist according to terminology where you can say Python Android app development, making money with machine learning, OpenCV project tutorial, and all the things available. Just visit our channel at once and click the red subscribe button. So now our installation of the Apex is done here. Now once again we need to go to into back directory. Now it's time to install the transcoder, which is our main material. Okay, so now transcoder is a git clone here. So just click on this refresh button and we can see our transcoder, Apex, and FastLP. All the modules are available here. Now we need to download the models. So obviously we are using pre-trained model. So here there are two types of the models available. So first one is this and first one is this. So why there are two types of the models? So this model is available if you want to convert your C++ code into Java code, yeah, Java to C++, yeah, Java to Python. If you want to this conversion, you need to use this model. If you want to convert your C++ code into Python, or if you want to convert Python code into C++, yeah, Python code into Java, then you need to use this model. So there are two types of the models. So according to your use, you can download this model according to your use. Okay, so currently I want to convert my Python code into C++ or Java code. So obviously I will use this model 2. So just I can copy this link here, and I am using wget to download that model. So it will take some time because the model is bigger in the size. So after until that this is downloading, we need to change something in here in this code. So what the changes you have to make, guys, this is the most important step, otherwise your code will not work. So now follow my steps. So you need to go into transcoder repository. All the description I have mentioned in this Jupyter notebook. Here you can see it is the instruction. So now in the transcoder we need to go into pre-processing folder. In the pre-processing we need to go into src folder. In src we need to go to code tokenizer file. Now in code tokenizer file we have to give the path of this file of that which I'm talking about, that Linux file, which is this. We have yeah, okay, so we need to give this path here in this our code tokenizer file. So how we will do it? So here I already give the line, just you need to copy this line, and now in this code tokenizer file you need to go on to the 24 line. So in the 24 line there is a path of that already there is that file, but we need to change the all of the path. So and we are changing all the line. So now you can see I have updated this line, already I have given this line in the comments. So just copy this line and replace this line with this 24 line of the code tokenizer and place the control S and exit this. Just check it once if you miss any error, otherwise it will okay. Now close this. So now our model is also downloaded. If you made the successfully change, then you can run your transcoder perfectly. So now this is the running time. So Python transcoder translate.py. So we need to define src language. Src language means your source code language. So my source code language is Python. So guys, you need to have a ready-made Python code. You need to upload into your Google Colab. So let me upload my one Python code here. Let me choose one code. So here it is, one simple addition code. So first of all, check this code. So here you can see it is simple sum function code. Okay, so now my source language is a Python. I am using model 2 because I want to convert my Python code into C++ and Java. Now my target language is CPP. Okay, so now otherwise if you write like this, like if you want to convert C++, if you want to convert your code into C++, then it will not work. You should write CPP. Means you need to write your extension kind of CPP, then .java and .python. And in normal we are writing .py, but here we have to write Python if you want to convert your code into Python. Okay, so now I want to convert my Python code into my C++ code. Okay, and we need to give the model path which we have downloaded. Here it is model underscore 2 dot path, and end of this we need to give the name of our Python file, means our source file. If there is a Java file, then I need to write test.java or whatever the file name is. And now click into run, means just run this cell. If it give the any error, then just comment down. Otherwise, if you follow my step successfully, then it will not give you the error. It will give you directly converted code of your source source code which you have given in the input. It will take around 30 seconds to 1 minute, so you can see. So let me open my Python code first. So here you can see integer sum. So okay, so depth sum number. So the function name is same. Now the my parameter is integer a, integer b, c is equal to integer. Here you can see, here it's written integer c is equal to a plus b, then c out sum of the two number is. So you can see guys, this is the perfectly converted my code into this means it is successfully converted my Python code into C++ code. Now let's check for the Java. So CPP, instead of CPP I am using the Java, and press the run once again. So guys, how actually it's doing? So in the training data, it's using Gig4Geeks and lots of website code is in the training. Like they are using lots of code in the training. So let's check for the Java. So public static integer sum number integer a b, integer c is equal to a plus b, system dot out dot. So guys, you need to ignore this kind of this error. It is kind of the syntax error. You can uh, you can change it by in the your running time, but still you can convert your Python code into Java code and vice versa. Like you can convert into Python into C++ code. So you can ignore this kind of the error. Yes, you can change these kind of the changes at your runtime, but still it's giving me the correct code with around very good accuracy. So if you want to see the data, then here you can see in this transcoder file there are lots of things like vocabulary. So actually it's kind of the NLP task. Here you can see Gig4Geeks successful test scripts. So here there are lots of scripts available. You can use it. It is used. There are lots of available. So now one question is that actually I have uploaded this story on the Instagram, and lots of people ask me one question: is this still work for the machine learning code and OpenCV and image processing code? So guys, I have checked and it's not working. In the some of the cases, it's working with the C++ because C++ also supports the OpenCV and image processing. For the image processing code, the syntax is the syntax and logic is much similar with the Python and C++. But in Java, it's giving me a different kind of the code, but still it's working fine. If you want to convert your competitive coding or normal program into some like C++, Java or Python, then it is working well. But if you like, if you just imagine you can convert your machine learning code into Java, then it is not possible with this. But still it is very working, it is really very good, it's working very fine. So we need to say a very big thumbs up to the Facebook researcher for this kind of the tool. So I think guys, I have explained all the things of the implementation. So if you still getting any error, then just comment below, like and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the Machine Learning Hub channel. If you have not visited my channel, then just visit my channel at once. You will get the lots of content and ready-made projects. So guys, thank you for the listening me. See you in the next one. So until that, be safe, keep coding. So guys, thank you for the listening me. Bye, have a nice day.